Yeah. Or it doesn't look like him, but he reminds you of them. Kind of looks well.
Wow. You know, I'm sitting here in the dark.
Hello, everybody. It is
okay,
me,
go on ahead. Yeah,
RDB. And we're here. We're sorry. We apologize. And we apologize because we are here.
Yeah. We're a little bit late. They had some technical difficulties, and that made their reading late. And I could record and do these all by myself, but that would be boring. So we need the Lesters because we are looking to see if we can't get the highest count of any comic book ranking tonight.
The owl meter.
Yeah, the owl meter. Yes. We are going back to the 40s, and we are going to be looking at Dell Comics. Santa Claus Funnies is what it was called. This was actually a series. There was actually a series called Santa Claus Funnies. Now there were quite a few. I broke them up. There's 3. I've got 3 different Christmases worth of these books. That's one of the reasons why you haven't been seeing a lot of rejects, because I just kind of hoist them off to next year or the year after, because hopefully we'll be doing this. I like this. I said it before and I mean it. There's endless amount of shows to do with this particular concept here. Obviously, because, you know, only doing 12 issues a night, freaking heck, just going through Action Comics alone would take us 10 or 12 years. And I plan on keeping Eric alive enough to do it. So there we go. All righty, kids. Yeah.
You guys are going back to your 40s. Only 2 of us here wish they could do that.
Trust me, I wish I could.
Hello, 40-old friend. I know you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm 40 years old, and now
I'm
it's
just
like, wow.
entering my 40s in June.
My 40th birthday is old enough to legally drink.
Yeah. Let's get the go for one here.
That's sad.
And I'll
yeah, it is.
Hey,
let's
there's
see.
Friday.
We got Eric RDV and then the Lesters, and hello to the Lesters. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty well, I think. Alyssa just went to clean up a little bit downstairs. Kind of a late dinner, and I just had to run up and start reading some of the holiday specials, and like, oh gosh. So she's trying to put a little bit of order back.
I'm planning on watching Emmett Otter as soon as we're done here. Just gonna go up the hill. I'm getting some stuff ready, and yeah, that's my big plan. Not a late night because I got to wake up at OMG in the morning and take Gail to work. But as we're here and Eric's in the starter seat, sir.
There you go.
There you go. This is number 4 Color Comics number 601.
Oh,
indeed. I get a feeling we're going to have a lot of really great covers with this.
Yeah, this is really, this is so sweet.
You know, I could just put them all in the 10 column and we could go straight to the end of the show.
No, that's true. Then we just have to rank them.
Humbug. I'm giving this a 4.
We got 4.
No. This is very, very, very cute. Don't need a background for this. This is a 10. And if you get to the second one, if I still am not back, I will have it on. I'll vote in the chat. Be right back.
All right. And RDV, what do you say about this one? Okay. Amy, what do you think?
Well, it's definitely cute. I love that all the little toys are sitting around and playing an orchestra here, and it's such a cute little puppy. Oh my gosh, he's playing the drum with his tail. Yeah, no, this is adorable. Not no real artistic criticism. I love this stylization. It's really cool and really for the. Or I'd love to figure out who this artist is, but it's a cool piece to be sure. Love the colors. It really doesn't need a lot in the background since everything's stated really cleanly with the actions and the layout works well. You can feel how everybody's anchored correctly. The perspective's right. So it totally works. And nice use of negative space too. Yeah, I'd give this a 10.
All righty. RDV.
I'm back with cookies.
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I went to go use the bathroom. I haven't used it in about 3 hours.
All right.
You've just been peeing in a corner?
Not in the corner. I do along the wall.
Right in the middle of the road. Yeah,
I gotta mark the territory, you know.
of course.
Hi, Kirk. Hi, G.
I just like to go straight up and let it fall where once. Anyway, reminds me of Rudolph, the Island of Misfit Toys. The toys creep me out.
That's exactly what popped in my. This is the island of misfit toy. Yeah, that popped in my head. Yeah,
It's Stan hanging on with them, and he's like, "See you later, leave you on this island." I'm gonna go 8 because they're good. They're good. I love their drawing, but I wish there's more of a background. It looks like they're in the middle of a blizzard.
Is well, they could be in the North Pole. Is Melissa with us?
Yep, here I am.
Hi.
I'm in my little corner here. I noticed that the tiger looks a lot like the very first design for Tony the Tiger.
Oh,
Yep.
that's true. Yeah. Huh.
It was just how art looked back then. I think that's just cool. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely like when you think adorable kind of old-fashioned Christmas illustration. I mean, like this is definitely a great example of that. I don't know why I would give it less than a 10. So yeah, 10.
Okay, and I'm stuck on that 10 train for now. I do notice however, I think the dog started off as a seal. Look at his feet.
His little front paws.
Yeah, it's like they started drawing a seal and then just said, you know what? Because the legs are connected, the back legs go out the way no dog does. Yeah, so
I think it is a toy dog. Actually, it has ears.
It could be. Once again, this is the Island of Misfit Toys. So let's go to the chat where Dark Admiral gives it a 10. So does One Slick Dude. And Joe, Michael Taylor says 9, cute cover, nice colors. And Ethereal says 8, cute, but nothing great. So we get an 8, 9, and 3 10s. An 8, a 9, and 1, 2, and 3. Next up is Maranya with Santa Claus Funnies. Santa and some adorable era-appropriate toys. Well-rendered, score a musical 10. Good evening, you rankers, says Jackson. We have a 7 from Rhaegar and an 8 from Jay, as well as Jackson. So we got a 7, 2 8s, and Maranya's 10. 7, 2 8s, and Maranya's 10. Alrighty, Tiger Face looks like original, like Tony Tiger Face, meaning it is great. Hello, everyone, from Ollie Pong, saying I'm half watching today, but I'm here. Yeah, that's kind of the way I'd go through my marriage.
We're also half streaming here, though.
I'd give it a 10 if it weren't for the clown, so 9 already.
He's half watching, we're half here.
Let's see, what we got here is 1 7.
I knew it.
There you go.
So I watched the stream last night. He did while we were reading.
Yeah.
And he kept doing this.
Really?
And then at one point, it was cartoon and comics, I think it was, and Jay were just sitting there. Jay's like, I'm not talking. It was like dead silence for a good minute or two. And then he would pop in.
And then just
And
like how
since 110 was left standing, it is a 10. All right.
Okay. He just popped in like that. I watched the stream you guys did the other night, and like Jay stood there for about a minute or two while you dropped out, and he's like, it was just silence.
Really? He'll get there, man. He will. I mean, it's
dude, because you would basically in the middle of the article, it was right in the middle of the article, you did it, and then you come back and it's like you're still talking. I'm like, did he know that he dropped in mid sentence?
That's funny. He'll get there. I mean, you grew into the host that you are. You know, I'm sure.
But
Jay
I love
could
it
do
though.
that.
You're like you guys are just taking advantage just to talk.
Yeah, just keep going. Yeah. Hey, I don't mind if I drop out and the chat continues. That just means that the audience doesn't get any more bored than if I was there. So it works out. All righty, let's move on to book number 2, and it is Amy and Lester's turn. Wait, say again?
End of cartoon comics snoring. Poor guy, he fell asleep.
Oh yeah, that's right. At the end of the show, he fell asleep. Yeah. Alrighty, so it is. I thought it's Amy and Lester in second. I thought okay, RDV. I think it's RDV, right? Did you pop in and out?
I came in after the Lesters gave their score.
He can do the next one if he likes.
There you go.
Whatever. That's all good.
Alrighty, so Lester's, you have 4-color number 61.
Well, I didn't start the last ones. I'm saying I didn't. So.
Oh, this is kind of a curious style, isn't it? The thin lines are interesting, and it's a real loose sketch. Now, are these all from the same Santa comic
It is,
series?
but this is far, far earlier than the other one.
Really?
That's actually Cliff.
Yeah, this is one of the first ones.
Now, were these done monthly? Were they annually? How are these?
Well, Dell Comics produced Comics Weekly in their 4-color section, and so each title may be monthly, or each title may be bi-monthly, or something like that. But 4-color Comics was done every week. So Santa Funnies could be even an annual thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I was kind of wondering because it seems like if there were only one a year, it'd be hard to get very many covers. But perhaps
Well,
not.
when you start in like the in the 40s and you go on in through the 60s and such,
Yeah, you're doing all right.
Yeah,
That's true.
you can get at least 20 or so issues. Yeah.
Okay, once it says these were annuals. Okay. I mean, this is a solid illustration. It's got overall good composition. The posing seems good. Nice hand shapes, really, really simple, kind of minimalistic coloring. But I like it. The little boy's very cute. I think I would give this a 9.
All righty. And how about Melissa?
I would say kind of the same thing. Like some of the folds in the pants seem a little odd to me. I wonder if like his, so it doesn't. It's like a lot of it still feels very impressive. But yeah, it's not quite as pleasant as the last one. So yeah, 9 sounds about right.
All righty. And RDV?
Now listen here, Zach. I'll let you wear the white, the pants and the shirt, but the minute you put a hood on, you're not getting any more toys. It's a 10.
That was a stretch, but it was a funny one. All righty. How about you, Eric?
I think I'm gonna go 8 on this one.
Okay. All righty. And I, on the other hand, am keeping that 10 train running because I love this. This is very much like Norman Rockwell right here, and that's why I dig on it. Of course, the kid is wearing too much rouge, so maybe when he gets home from the brothel, just wash his face a little bit. I don't know, but no, it just looks so quaint. I'm giving it a 10. All right, let's move on to the chat. Is Santa scolding the boy? Yes, for wearing too much makeup. Michael Taylor says 10. Fantastic cover and color. So does one Slick. He says 10. Joe says 8. And then we have Jackson and Dark Admiral both with 9. So we've got an 8, 2 9s, and a 10. Alrighty, an 8, 2 9s, and a 10. All right, let's go to Trusty Sidekick saying 9 for me as well. Careful, Trusty, you don't want to get coal dust this year again. Jay says 10. All righty. And we go to Maranya saying Santa Claus Funnies. This is a traditional scene with Santa and the kid asking for presents. Though the kid is in Dr. Denton's with feet. Definite St. Nick vibes. Score a ho, ho, ho 10. And then we have a Rhaegar 8 and an Ollie Pong 9. Alrighty, we got an 8, we've got a 9, and Mr. Scrooge came in and said 5, don't like the skin colors.
Wow.
I know, right? Just came right after and said that. I don't know.
He doesn't like white Santas.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Ethereal Dragon just joined Black Lives Matter, I think. I don't know. What you going to do? Maybe Santa found out the kid was naughty. Hey, maybe he did. All right, let's get the stop here. And
maybe he's a
we'll
white liberal.
find out where it lands. We've got 1, 5. Let me put it in the right column. 1, 5, 1, 8, and 4 9s. Oh, wait, no, this is how it would work. 1 5 and 1 8 taking out 2 of the 3 10s. And then we've got, let's see, the 4 9s taking out the last one. This is a 9. All right, we are cooking with gas. All right, here we go. Where we have gas. Where did that
No, we're
go?
cooking with forest fires.
We're cooking animals with forest fires.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I think about the
Alrighty,
animals.
so
But I
All right,
mean,
so that
all
was
the
number
little bunnies and
61.
the squirrels hopping around on fire.
and let's
No.
go to third book, which is going to be led off by RDV. And here you go, sir.
Now, what if a dragon, he coughs and he breathes fire and starts the forest fire? Is that acceptable?
No, you should definitely try to not have forests burn down if you can avoid it.
But it's a dragon, though. He's in his natural habitat.
Yeah, but still, you should try and put out forest fires. Those kids, though, I think they've got the right idea.
Those are the kids in the House of Secrets, right?
They're getting pretty good at hiding, if that's
I
the
get
case.
confused. House of Secrets or House of Mystery?
I don't
Which
know.
I'd assume they both have kids in them.
Probably. Mr. Noble the kids in them.
So obviously the one kid in the middle, he's like, I want the Santa sack. And the other girl's like, oh my. The other kid's like, we could totally set this tree on fire.
Burn the whole thing down with you? That doesn't
Yep.
help.
Like Seth
Oh,
Rollins.
Trusty
This
says,
I like this. The detail on Santa's jacket, the crinkles and stuff, and the folds, then the glove.
Are those Chris Crinkles?
Yeah, it's Chris Crinkles. Literally, he's got like the Santa platinum, the plastic Santa like ornaments you can hang them on the wall or like or mantle decorations. It has like the rosy cheeks and stuff like that. I like that design. I'm not really a fan of the orange glows, but I'm gonna go 10 on this. This is cool.
Alrighty.
Snap, crack, and pop.
Eric, what do you say?
What do you think these kids grow on trees? Oh, I'm going to give this a 10. I like this. It's simple, but it's something just kind of grabs me about it.
Well, the tree grabbed them, and they're grabbing Santa's sack.
That's right. It's the tree from that story we just read. It's eating the kid.
Probably.
Alrighty, and let's see, Amy and Melissa.
I'm kind of wondering whose stocking is that they got a bottle of shampoo for Christmas?
That's an interesting question.
But, if it's a bottle of shampoo and a lump of coal, it's probably the boy trying to steal all of Santa's presents. So, yeah, it's cute. I can't say I like it as much as the first one, but it's still a nice little Santa comic, and it has nice clean lines. And
Is Santa have a snow cone?
yeah, or maybe like a party popper.
Every party has a popper.
Should we invited
Wrong word,
Santa?
wrong word.
Mhm.
I think I'd give it an 8.
Alrighty, Melissa.
There's something about it that makes me think of Chuck Jones just a little bit.
I could see that.
In the eyes in particular. It's a funny little gag. I think I'll give it a 9.
Alrighty. And I'm joining Amy on the 8 tree. And let's go on over. Let's see. Ethereal gives this an 8. Alrighty. And Trusty says, why are Snap, Crackle, and Pop in a tree? Because their big brother Thud chased him up there for being left off the cereal box. He's the jealous one. Trusty gives it a 6, Joe a 9, and Dark Admiral a 10. So we have a 6, 9, and a 10. Alrighty, 6, 9, and 10. And then we've got Jay with a 9, Rhaegar with a 9, and Jackson with a 9, and Michael Taylor with an how about an 8? Jay with a 9, Rhaegar with an 8, Jackson with an 8, Michael Taylor with an 8, One Slick with a 9. So it's 3 8s and 2 9s. I don't know where I was going with that. All right, so 1, 2, and 3, and 1 and 2. Alrighty. And Maranya, Santa Claus Funnies. Santa sees the kids trying to steal his toys and still fills their stockings. Adorably naughty and nice cover. Score a Santa 10. Alrighty, Ollie Pong is saying 8. And Santa has Biden vibes here. It's Brill, cream, a little dab of do ya. I can solve some mysteries too.
They
That
like
is
to
a
touch the hair of my
noisemaker.
legs.
Say again?
I like to touch the hair of my legs when I'm in the pool.
Oh,
Change
okay.
colors.
And that is an, let's see, already put Ollie Pong's 8, so let's get the stop.
Well, to be fair, Joe Biden does like ice cream, but that's just not.
So we have 7 8s taking out all 4 10s and 3 of those 4 9s. So we do have another 9 on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We almost had a cover go lower than a 9. That was close. That was close, but still we're good.
Great, Gary. If you don't have any hair in your legs, then you might be a puppeteen.
All right, we're going for book 4, and I guess I get this one, and let's see where we stand. This is 4 color number 361. Okay, all right, that's cute. All the kids pretending to be sleepwalking so they could see what Santa brought them, and of course he catches them. It's a cute cover. How's the rendering and everything? It's average. I think it's 7 or 8ish.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give it an 8, 7 for the art, and 8 and a point for the cuteness. All righty, Eric, what do you think?
See, what I think is happening here is these children have been hypnotized,
Okay.
and they're just going to march right out the door and right into traffic, or just walk to the nearest forest fire. And only little Sally knows their fate because she's got her eye open.
Well, maybe little Sally can do something to kind of change things up here for him.
Maybe, but that doesn't fit the story that I've concocted in my head,
Wait to hear my story.
which allows me to give this another 10.
Well,
All
there
right.
you go.
And how about you, Lester's?
So sleepwalking is just with one hand out in front of you typically, or is it supposed to be?
I think she's using the handrail.
No, one hand is the Nazi march. 2 hand is sleepwalking.
Right. So I feel like, well, they probably have the handrail then. That's true, because you want to be safe going down the stairs in your sleep. It's cute. I don't like it as much as I've liked a lot of the other ones, but it's still very cute, and it is nicely drawn. Kind of an unusual style, but then that's okay. They're all right for I'm sure it's right for the era. I would give it. I think I could still give it an 8 though.
All righty.
Yeah, I'm
And
basically
Melissa?
I'm pretty much in lockstep with Vinny on this one. I'm also giving it an 8.
Yeah, they're in lockstep too. Alrighty, and RDV.
I hate going last. You guys make.
Did you want to change spots? That's
No,
fine.
He muted himself.
because I was gonna say, wow,
Or am
Santa
I
in the 1940s, Santa stopped in Germany.
No bandstand land coming up fast.
I guess E's falling off now.
Oh, Rama, the jungle was everyone.
It looks like-
wanted,
it's like-
but
at
only
the first thing I saw, it's like they're in
musicians smoke
Germany.
Marijuana well.
You know, I could kick him off early, too.
Do-do-do, do-do-do.
Doo-ba-doo-doo, kick you backstage. We're just gonna sit here in silence. I think he's dropping. There he
Uh-oh.
goes.
Okay.
Oh my.
No, is it you guys are making the joke, and then Amy's like, "Oh, the one arm." I'm like, "No, Amy, no," because that was my joke. Was that they're all
sorry.
Nazis. They're
Is
all
he
Nazis.
gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Woohoo!
Right.
Does that mean we can go get cookies? Ooh.
Well, I've got some red velvet cookies in the kitchen.
Ooh,
Nice.
I've got homemade chocolate chip cookies right here.
Well, these were made in somebody's home, just not mine.
Listen, we'll just kidnap another girl and she'll be our daughter. That's all. All right.
That's an interesting conversation to come into.
Oh, hey.
Amy, you make me cookies, you don't like it.
Yes. All right, Eric, what'd you have?
10.
Did we already ask this? 1, 2, 3.
You're in the middle of my turn. So you decided
It was RDV. It was RDV. I'm sorry, RDV.
Yeah. Let me repeat the joke for you, so it's more funny. As I waited for you guys to get through this, Amy started to point out, "Oh, they're losing one arm," and I said that's because Santa's in Germany during World War II.
Santa Claus. So what do you score this?
A goose-stepping 10.
Okay. Let's check out the chat. I'm sure that is a Biden quote. Says Rhaegar. We got a 10 from Rhaegar, a 10 from Dark Admiral. Finally a 10, says Ollie Pong. A 10 from Joe. We've got 2 8s, 1 from Ethereal, 1 from Michael. Alrighty, so we've got 4 10s and 2 8s.
There you go.
1.
Is it really kidnapping if the kid really wants to go with you?
2,
He's asking for a friend.
3, and 4. Alrighty, and let's see, Maranyya. Oh, wait, no. 1 6 says 10, and then Maranyya says Santa Claus funny, reminiscent of the cartoon ads of the era. Santa is amused by the kids sleepwalking. This scores a somnambulous 10.
It's actually Mariana.
Mariana. Okay. Jay says 8. I want to read Eric's version. I need a little Christmas cheer.
Mariana.
And who are you kidding? Wait, what? I don't know anything about
It's
kidnapping.
not kidnapping if the kid wants to go with you, right?
Well, you can make them. So, yeah, I like
Right,
that.
you know?
All right, so we have 5 8s taking on 7 10s. And that's where this one lands. We have our second 10, and we've avoided 8s again. All right, where are the sleepwalkers? Here are the sleepwalkers. All righty, sleepwalking. That just means the drugs and the drink were not strong enough. All righty, let's pull that down. It is Eric's turn to start us off again. And you have book 5, sir. Book 5. 4-color comics, 1063.
I think we may have done this one before.
We did? I don't remember this.
Maybe not. Maybe that's just.
I think I own this cover.
Yeah, or maybe I may have.
There's a lot of Santa in this sleigh over snowy towns.
That is true.
I remember Rudolph.
Oh,
No, it was a snowman who was riding a rocket ship.
But he's in a rocket ship.
Yeah, and I can see him flying low into the village and impaling the villagers. And
isn't this the same rocket ship that was used to get Ming the Merciless at the end of Flash Gordon?
Could be.
No.
I probably am remembering Dave's video now that I think about it, but this is a very pleasant cover. It looks like, yes, it looks like he's descending rather rapidly. I hope he's able to pull out and pull up in time, but in the meantime, it's a 10.
Where's the fuel tank on that?
I mean, it's a spaceship. Do they have fuel tanks?
I don't know. Does it run on gas?
Well, there's something coming out of the back there. I'm guessing it's underneath.
It's the same kind of magic that was used to make the reindeer fly. He just applied it to like a jet system, and so it just kind of
You better hope he doesn't run into anybody, because they're gonna be dead. Impaled.
Black girl magic.
Yeah.
All righty, Lester's, what do you think?
I mean, I think this is as well done as such a whimsical concept could be. Like the little village, like the colors and the stars are all very pretty, and it's very nicely painted. I will give it a 10.
All righty then, Melissa.
Yeah. What Amy said, just it's kind of like back at this, like makes me kind of evokes feelings of like the fascination with the space age and the rocket age, and it's just incorporating traditions with modern interests at the time. It really feels like from the era, and it's very well executed. So I'm going to give it a 10 too.
All right, RDV.
Oh crap! Pretty much. Yeah. As some of the people, my esteemed colleagues in the chat point out, yeah, there's no Santa sack at all. There's no toys. There's no room for him because
he's on a joyride.
I guess he's trying out a new Slayer toy or something. I don't know. But all I know is that I hope he's not going after Green Lantern. This is a 10. I like this. This looks like something you'd see in the Santa Claus of Tim Allen, a rocket sled.
Yeah, I can see that. The elves would work that out for him.
They tried doing an elf. Remember?
That is true. Yeah, they had the rocket. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that tomorrow, I think. All righty, and for me, this is a 10 easily. This is one of those painted covers that I just fall in love with Dell comics. All righty, and
Joey Deschanel is the only reason I watched that movie. I'm not a
There's
big.
a good reason to watch any movie she's in. I agree, but Elf is pretty damn funny too. So okay, so Jay gives it a 10, 9 from Ethereal. Let's see, 10 from Jackson, 10 from One Slick. No doubt, 10 fantastic cover colors and details, says Michael. We have a 9 from Wilmer. Hello to Wilmer. 10 from Joe. So we've got 2 9s and 5 10s. Already 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kadokis, artichokes, 10. Where is his bag of toys? Says Joe. Rhaegar says I could give this one a 10 out of 10 as well. Let's see. Just wanted to point out the most wholesome Christmas cover so far. Darkest commentary yet. Santa Claus funny. Santa has advanced to the space age. Wonderful holiday touches on the ship. Great village down below. Score rocket 10, says Maranya. Dark Admiral says absolute 10. And Ollie Pong says 9 for the pinup Santa. You like his abs, do you? All righty, and there we go. We got 4 10s and a 9.
I mean, in the Santa Ernest Saves Christmas, remember Santa? His bag was like a black hole or like a void layer. So,
like bag of holding.
So maybe it collapses like George Jetson's
be
car
into a briefcase. Yeah. All righty, this one definitely lands in the 10 spot, ladies and gentlemen.
We recorded the Scooby-Doo meets the Flintstones, and then they go, and the very next thing the DC team up was they meet the Jetsons.
That was great.
Oh my gosh, they're so much fun.
All right. Oops, I just put in a go for book 6. Okay. Let's see. It is book 6. That is I believe the Lester's lead off on this one. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Angleton, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still here.
Soul Man?
There you go.
Oh, look at how cute this is.
We got an awe, kids.
Yep.
So you see that Santa face? He looks he's been dead for years.
He's doing the voices.
It looks cute. Yeah, it's a nice layout. There's a lot of good elements in there. They all seem to be well painted. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't give this a 10. It's very sweet. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is exactly the way it's ought to be. It's like, yeah, 10.
Yeah.
All right. And let's see, RDV.
So these are the kids who are hiding in the tree.
Oh, you think so?
He kept them, and he acquired another one.
That's their older brother, Thud. I told you guys.
Oh, there you go. Snap, crackle, pop.
Santa looks like he's been dead for about a good couple weeks or so. He's that face, and it looks so petrified. I'm gonna go with 10 on this because I just love the way the tree is drawn.
Told you this would be a 10 fest. These covers are awesome.
And I'm pretending that present down there that's on top of his boots is a cake.
It looks like it could be a bakery box.
And is that kid doing homework? No, it's like
what?
No, he's coloring in the coloring book. I think he's doing homework.
Alrighty, how about you, Eric?
Ho, ho, ho. Santa? Yes, Billy. When are you going to untie our parents? Ho, ho, ho. Just keep reading.
Okay. It was the best of times. It was the
War and Peace reading.
Well, you see, Billy, your parents sold you to me.
I need more elves.
Darkest comment.
Again, I've got to give my in my version, this is a 10. Family fun for everyone.
Yeah, including the new members he acquires each week.
Alrighty. And yeah, I'm not gonna jump off the 10 train anytime soon here. All right. Put that down. We've got 1 and 2. And let's see where everybody else goes with this, because I'm telling you, I told you these are cute freaking books here. That's a 10. Kids repeat cuteness when they use onesies, says Ollie Pong. Creepy Face says Ethereal Dragon. Dark Admiral gives this a 10. So does One Slick. Jackson, Joe, Wilmer, Rhaegar. Michael Taylor says 10. Classic Christmas scene, even though the parents aren't in it. I hate the faces of the kids, so Unnatural, give it a 3. Serious? Okay. Santa Claus Funnies. Well, 8 10s and a 3. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. 1, 2.
If they're drinking, you're gonna be visited by 3 spirits. So get ready.
7, 8.
Miller.
And then we have
Budweiser.
Maranya saying Santa Claus Funnies. Santa reading to the kids while the other kids play with the toys. He brought Air Appropriate Christmas Tree, wonderful, adorable rendering, score a holly jolly 10. Alrighty, and then let's see. Wow, I'm sorry I mentioned the commentary. I feel like I set the bar and now you're aiming to beat it.
Dark Admiral, have you met me?
Look at Jackson's comment.
I have his house looks like the Munsters had sex with the Addams family.
I mean, I love
and produced his house.
No, I love this guy right here. Oh, Billy, stop asking about your parents and don't go in the attic.
Right. It's like the Munsters produced the Addams family and they bought a comic book shop. Let's see. Undead Gwyn says 8 and Jay Lucian says 10. I'm kidding, by the way. It was a very nice one. All right. So we have a 10 and an 8.
If this somehow makes it in the 9s, I'm going to kick it through a dragon.
Merry Christmas, everybody, says Black Spiders. And remember to smash that like button, everybody, or else these kids are going to visit you this Christmas.
Oh,
and then we got a 5 from Black Spiders.
Ethereal Dragons alt count.
And we have, so Eric's house looks like Amityville. No, not at all. Not at all. The dead bodies around the kitchen area, that kind of looks like Amityville. But
they told me the pesticide was safe.
Go figure, dude. You bought all that fruit from Walmart.
I was gonna say, yeah, you saw that. The guy got arrested.
Yeah, he did.
Felony charges, and I hope he's in jail for a while.
Yeah, Gail, that's what I call her, Gailey.
Attempted murder.
And she goes, that should be against law. I said, Gailey, that's a felony offense right there. That boy's going to jail. Because he was smart enough to film it.
Do you remember the people with the Tylenol aspirins? They were injecting stuff into them.
Here's the defense. Well, I don't show my face while doing it. That's not me. There you go.
Yeah. Why would you film yourself doing it? That's the one thing I don't understand. Is like,
wasn't there a Simpsons episode where they were like, "Hey, the smartest thing we ever did was film this crime spree"? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we have 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 8, and 3 9s taking on 5, 10, 15, 24.
The tree had ectoplasm dripping from it. It's not tinsels.
Alrighty, here we go, kids.
It's a snot tree.
Let's see what we got next. And this is wait, was this RDV's? This is our RDV's turn right here.
Yeah.
Go for book 6, but before we do, I'm kind of filling out season 9 right now. And something I've been wanting to do, because these are titles. I'm amazed of the titles that we have done.
Here comes the infomercial.
And we have not yet done these. So I'm going to let you guys pick one out here. And all right, now my plan is all of these are going to be starting at the first issue, no matter what number it is or anything, but it's going to be starting off in the Silver Age. And here we go. Now, one is going to turn into a different title with different kinds of covers, but who cares? Here's the poll. What's next? Marvel Silver Age version. And the ones I picked out there were the Fantastic Four, the Uncanny X-Men, the Incredible Hulk, and the Avengers. So what's next?
I knew that. I knew it.
Oh no, did we lose him again?
Yeah. It's a Christmas miracle.
Got to stop inviting Thanos to these streams.
You sure it's not Snapper Car? As Thanos?
As long as they keep snapping back, I guess.
Snappy Turtles? That's what he is.
It's a quick 5 years.
Turtle.
What, Jay, what's with the triple B?
True. The Better Business Bureau?
I'm guessing he's going for that? Or he's going boo.
I saw Johnny Slimmer.
Alright, I'm not a fan of pigs or anything demonic. Amityville scared the crap out of me. Rhaegar, says the Dark Admiral.
Oh, James is telling us his favorite NSYNC song.
Oh, bye bye bye.
Yeah, I don't know what book. Is this supposed to be book 7?
Book 7?
What did we do last? Yeah, he did. He just did. Yeah, it should be at 7 now. So when he gets back, we'll do that.
Okay.
And I mean, literally, I could just. Well, yeah, this is 7. Yeah, I'll just type in go for book 7. I'll put it up.
Darren. Oh, that's nice. So you can help out?
Yeah, I can just. And I'll just talk for 15 minutes so he comes back.
Okay. Or we can write down the ratings. We can do the math for him too.
You can do that too if you want to. I don't do math stuff.
I'm pretty good with math, I think. Of course, I'm also half asleep, so we'll see.
Book 7. It is my turn to start.
All right.
Alrighty then. I love the old school microphone.
Right?
He's got the toys. He's got Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I kind of like this. Just reminds me of the Coca-Cola art. Remember?
You know, you're right.
I wonder if it's that artist or at least it's done in that style on purpose because of this. I'm not sure what he
It might have been the same artist. That guy might have done the Coke ads also.
Yeah.
That's true.
The AI hand is really cool. No, just kidding.
Mhm.
He's
Is that
doing the,
right on your fingers?
oh no, he's doing the AOK. So. No, I like that. It's for drawn well, and then it looks. It actually might have been painted.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I'm looking at it, the fingernails are done well on that. This is like really done well. Look at the toys. The shine on that little wooden toy by his hanging there, and then this is cool. The creepy clown.
It is interesting from a classical painting perspective, the way there's like detail focused on usually on the face and the hands.
Yeah.
But on the smaller effects, like on the toys, they become more simplified, or like his cap are very simple, but the shine on the details and things like
Yeah.
that.
So this is a 10 for me.
Okay.
I believe it is Eastern. Yeah, because I go last. Yeah.
No, it's Eric's. I go last.
So, question.
What's up?
You're told you're not going to be home for the holidays, that you've got to go play basketball. But
Okay.
the tournament's in Hawaii. Is that an acceptable trade? So I'm thinking yes.
Freaking heck yeah. Can you bring your family?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they do. I think they are able to, or at least, maybe one. I don't know.
Totally acceptable.
Didn't they ever play
Because they're
that
in a tournament. That's a lot of money, right?
during COVID? Didn't they play basketball in Orlando?
Well, I'm saying, it's just, they're all these tournaments, and I said, kids can't be home for Christmas, but you have to be in Honolulu. I think I could live with that.
Yeah.
This cover is definitely a 10.
Yeah.
All righty. And let's see, then it would be the Lester sisters. right?
I really.
Well, I went first.
Yeah, I know. So it ends
Okay.
with the Lester sister, then me. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's nicely done. I would give that a 10.
I think
All right.
I feel like one thing that kind of I noticed about this piece is that, well, it's definitely the most technically well finished and
Oh yeah.
complex, most advanced piece I've seen of all the covers. But with the microphone, and he's holding, it's also the most posed. The way he's holding the toys up to the camera and on his microphone, it feels like he's doing a radio commercial for toys. And that doesn't really bother me. It just kind of feels it kind of feels like a little bit of just like capturing the kind of the Christmas past of kids from that age, listening to radio programs, getting excited about what Santa says, what kind of toys you want to get, and giving kids ideas for what presents to have for Christmas, and like, I can't make money, but it was still fun. I loved it when I was a kid, and they loved it when they were kids. It's fun, and
When everything was exciting.
everything's exciting. So yeah, it's a happy piece to me. I give it a 10.
Oh no,
All
8.
right.
You
What's it?
forgot your hat to make people think you're not bald.
Shit! Oh my gosh, we're gonna find out. Thank you.
But it'll keep your head warm.
Like you said last night, it works for Tim Pool.
Oh yeah, yep. Oh, hold on.
You know what is
She's
funny
got a
about this
point,
breed?
excuse me.
This kind of looks like Bill Murray's brother, the one from Wayne's World.
It does.
No one knows arcade. Yeah, just the way the eyebrows are done.
I am in the north now.
There you go. You earned it.
What's up, bro?
I'm in the north now, and I must wear northern clothing.
You look like a teenager now. Got my long blocks, bro.
There you go. All right. Yes. All righty. So who we have here? We've got 5. It's just me. This is a 10. This is a 10. Oh wait, no, I need the Lesters as well.
Why don't you use this as a thumbnail with a hat on? That'd be so awesome. I would click on it every single time.
Because there was somebody who already did this, and it would be seen as me copying him.
Who cares? Everybody copies everybody.
All righty. So let's see. Jay gave this a 10, and One Slick gave it a 10. Joe give this the rest we have it a 10. Let's see. We have a 7 from Ethereal. Not a funny cover, says Ethereal. Alrighty, so we got 3 10s and a 7. 1, 2, and 3, and then a 7. Huh. That's okay. 10, fantastic cover, color, and detail, says Michael Taylor. Yeah, RDV convinced me with Coke Art Point. Definitely a 10. Then we have I Can Hear Him being voiced by Eric. Give it a 10. Black Spider says 5. All right, so we have 3 10s and a 5.
To be clear, I said the Coca-Cola. He doesn't look like he's someone who's doing Coke and drawing stuff.
Right, yes.
That's a totally different kind of art style.
2 and 3. And then we had Santa Claus Funnies, Santa on the Radio, era appropriate. Santa on the Radio, era appropriate toys. Santa should have a bottle of Coca-Cola to round this off. Score a toy horn 10.
The channel's not called I Love Comics and Cummings.
There you go. Let's see. This is a 10. Granted, this is less a comic book cover and more of an art canvas painting. The fact that it looks so realistic, in my opinion, is I can't even take myself serious wearing this hat. All righty. So, yeah. Let's see. It looks evil. Oh, yeah. Regar. This is the great, but the Rocky cover is still my favorite so far. 9 from Jackson. Hoo by Mushi. Now he has it. See, I have a luscious head of.
I just thought
here.
about this. If Captain Cummings were to take over this channel, it'd be called I Love Cummings.
There you go. That is disgusting. Yes. 9 from Jackson. England Teen is channeling his classic Captain Cummings. He looks like he's about to go chop down a tree. I became a Canada.
I was thinking more like
that's just insulting. All right. Nobody wants to be a kid. I'm just
I was thinking more like Benjamin Franklin because remember they wear like the white wig over there.
Yeah. Okay. So let me put down Jackson's 9 here.
We
And we have 1 5 1 7 1 9 taking on 5 10 1 2 3 1 2 3 4
How
5
you doing,
6 7 8 9 and 10 11 12 10s. All right. How you doing?
I love
Let's
how
get this up to
Canada
where it
can,
needs to be.
Yeah. So,
There we go. And moving on, I believe the next one is book 8. So that's one that I start us off. This is a hot ass hat. I can't wear
it
this.
is, dude.
It does
I
its
love
job.
it. I have the mine's red and black.
It does do the trick. That is for sure. All
I
right.
think they only come in one size though.
Yeah, really?
I can never find one bigger one because I had one for a while and it's like, oh, this is really tight. But then when I did the
must
buzz
have
cut,
gained
like,
about 10 pounds from the time I bought it to the time I got it home because Gail put the chin strap on. I can't do that. For some reason, since I bought it, I cannot do the chin strap.
it only works if you be quiet. Once you start moving your chin.
Right. That's never happening. Definitely not at home. All right, we're going to go for book 8, and this is 4-color comics 128. And the last, okay. This is a much, this once again, this is one of the earlier ones, obviously, issue 128. It is great art done, no background. I think this time the no background hurts it though. I like it as far as the way it's painted, the way it's shaded. It looks nice. I like the way that you're seeing individual beard hair. Overall, though, I think I'm going to go 9 on this one. What do you think, Eric?
Well, first I want to ask you, did you ever get your $40 back from B. Clay Moore?
Or did they just send you more clay?
Okay, I got it. Right. It took, wait a second. Oh, yeah, Cummings had a beef with him over. Yep, okay. That took a bit.
This cover, I'm sorry, this does not work. It's just too, I don't know what it is, but it's too whatever that is. I'm gonna say 5.
Okay. Wow, that's a low score for Mr. Breen. Alrighty, so how about you, Lester Sisters? What do you think?
I mean, it has a bunny and a little baby angel on it. That's got to be worth something. I can see it is a little minimalistic, and it's kind of a strange choice of colors. Unless they had an issue with separation, I don't really know a lot about that. But that is a cute little baby angel, and that is a cute little bunny. So I think I'm going to have to give it at least an 8.
Okay. And RDB? Oh, Melissa.
Hello.
Sorry.
I don't know. It's like, are those supposed to be like the Cupid and like the Easter Bunny or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, anyway,
Maybe it would be.
I think I'll give it an 8 too.
Alrighty. And RDV.
Dark Admiral March Hare, this one's just for you. So one of the kids he had earlier, that's one of them. He didn't feed the kids, so one of them died off. And now he's like, look, I could have fed you this baby rabbit here, but yeah, screw you, kid. Yeah, as soon as I saw this, I'm like, didn't we sit through like 10 of these that had all the freaking naked babies on the horse or the deer and all that stuff?
No.
We did one of our past cover rankings we had with, there was all the animals right around the fire, Christmas tree and stuff. We did some weird stuff like that. And so, yeah, I don't need the naked baby. They could have just been another kid. And he's like, hey, look, I got a little rabbit here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's called Santa Claus is Funny. So where's the funny part? So I'm going 7 on this. And also, after seeing that Coca-Cola art, it's kind of a downgrade.
We're stepping backwards for RDV. Let's see how the rest of the story goes. We're just on 8. We're going to make it to Christmas morning at this rate. I'll tell you something. You're not paying attention because we're actually moving at a good clip. This is par for the course. We usually take about 20 minutes per 4. We take about 5 minutes per issue when we're talking about these.
Well,
that's what I've been noticing. 8. That's one of the reasons why I don't do 15 issue anymore. 8, the book is carried entirely by the cute rabbit, says Ollie Pong. And let's see, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Tree Rock. It's been a day or two, hasn't it? Hope you and yours are doing well. All righty, so we do have that 8. Let's see. Jay says 8. Rhaegar says 6. Actually, 5, says Rhaegar. Actually, 5. Oh, okay. He doesn't want a 6. He wants a 5.
I'll give you pause. I think you're leaving.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's see what we got there. Next is, let's see, Tree Rock Creations. Merry Christmas, dear fella, says Ollie Pong. Yeah, it's like I said, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great Christmas. Joe says 8. Undead Quinn says 7. Alrighty, 8 and 7. And One Slick Dude says 8, and Ethereal says 6, and Wilmer says 7. So we got a 6, 7, and an 8.
Tree Rock Creations. Is that a play on?
Next up a 6, but don't pick on Santa because he forgot to put the image on his green screen. 7 from Dark Admiral and 5 from Black Spider.
Yeah, I knew it. So Tree Rock Creations. Is your name a play on like Sticks and Stones Creations? I was just curious how I came up with Tree Rock, because to me it sounds like Sticks and Stones.
Okay.
Where did you leave off? Did he do all the scores?
Hmm?
I'm trying to figure out where he left off on scores.
I think he was. I don't know. I think he did our scores.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Hey.
All right, let's see. And Michael Taylor says 9, cute cover with an angel on his arm and a bunny in his hand. And Maranya says Santa Claus Funnies, Santa with a cherub and a little bunny. It's adorable, but even with Santa front and center, it doesn't have exceptional holiday vibes. This scores a Santa Bunny 9. So we have a 2 9s, and let's get stop. S-T-O-P. M-O-O-N, that spells stop. Alrighty. 1 and 2. No 10s this time, but we got 3 5s taking down those 3 9s. We have 2 6s taking down 2 of the 5 8s, leaving 3 left. And then the 4 7s take down the 8s. And finally, we hit lower than a 9, and it goes all the way down to a 7.
So now we know what I was asking Tree Rock what this was behind the name of, because I thought maybe it was like, oh, it's Sticks and Stones, Tree Rock, but he says tree is $1 bills and rock is coins. Can't create anything without paying for craft supplies or software.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, there we go. Let's see. Let's move on to book 9, and this is Eric's turn again. And let's go book 9.
I keep forgetting that I have candy canes.
Nice.
I wish I could forget. I bought some chocolate covered cherries.
Are they bad?
Oh no, they're good.
Okay, because I bought some like from Walmart. It's like the gold fancy like box. So it's like $12. I'm like, one of them had like cappuccino and coffee water, and it just tasted horrible. It tasted like
coffee flavored chocolate cherry.
It wasn't cherry. No, it was cherry. No, it was just regular chocolate. But it had other ones like coconut over cherry and stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting those because they're the Hershey Pot of Golds.
It wasn't Hershey Pot of Golds. The ones outside is like that starts with R. They're like really
Russells.
They're really fancy ones. They're
Gail loves Hershey, so I'm probably gonna pick something like that up for her. Okay, so here we go, Eric.
You know, I used to drink a lot.
I've heard this.
There are 2 years that I don't remember. But if red velvet cookies had existed if they'd been like next to the beer aisle, my life might have turned out a lot different. I'd be dead from diabetes, but I probably would have drank a lot less.
Red velvet cookies
for the win.
For Brimley would have saved your life.
In a tasty way to do it. Okay, this is kind of in line with a couple of the other ones that we saw where, yeah, I mean, it's not painted. It's kind of simple, but I don't know. Whatever didn't work, the other ones kind of does for me on this one. So I'm gonna give us a 10.
Kind of looks like a charcoal drawing.
And Lester, ladies.
I think I'll probably stay with the 8 on this one. It's fine, but there's a lot of crossing of like medium techniques and styles that are just making my head kind of go click, click. What? And so I'm just kind of going with the knee reaction.
They go click, click, boom. It's a song for the 2000s, okay?
Mine just rattles.
All right, Melissa, what do you say?
I'll give it an 8 too.
Alrighty, ready. So
You know,
2
when
8s
Eric
and then
starts-
RDV.
When Eric started talking about like, those 2 years you're drunk, I was like, that's what my cheeks look like, because I was totally flush from drinking.
I thought you were going there too. It was like, I had those rosy cheeks once.
I'm not drunk. You're
No,
drunk.
apparently,
officer.
we were just talking about our sweet addictions. So I figured
I'm
out.
not,
Yeah.
officer. You're drunk.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think I saw like something like that at the bakery. Maybe I'll try some.
All right, yeah, I'm going 10 on this. This is kind of cool. Because I said it kind of looks like they did a little bit not airbrush, but maybe something like charcoal. How do you get that design with the shading? That looks really cool. And remember, kids, no freaking computers are stylus. So you made a mistake. Yeah, you made a mistake.
You had to go back over it with white.
As I said, I love how they do this. Like, and I was watching a video real quickly of ZACK, and he was doing a drawing of it was an Electra, and he was using white out and rubbing with his thumb and adding to the drawing. He did it in like 10 minutes, and it was like awesome because he literally looks like he's at one point. It looks like he's getting ready to mess up the drawing, and then he saves it and it's like, holy crap, it's really good. Like,
All right, let's see. We've got a 6 from Wilmer, a 9 from Undead Quinn, an 8 from Joe, a 7 from Jay, an 8 from Dark Admiral, and a 6 from Ethereal. So 2 6s, 1 7, 2 8s, and 1 9. All righty, 2 6s, 1 7, 2 8s, and a 9. Let's see what we got. Hi, I'm Eric, and I'm a red velvet cookie holic.
hi, I'm Eric.
And let's see, Michael Taylor. So we just found a shop that had a ginger cheesecake cookie,
Ooh.
and I was like, "Well, that's weird." I'm very much one of those people who I like the weird flavors over chocolate. Like I like anything over chocolate chip, but
There you go.
I'll try the weird flavors. And Gail took a bite and hated it immediately. I thought that was awesome. But then again, I like ginger snaps. Ginger snaps and some chocolate milk to dip it in. Okay, so
Hard
say again?
cookie? Soft
Say-
cookie? Is it a hard cookie or a soft cookie?
it was soft because it had the cream in the center, the cheesecake cream, and yeah, it was really good. Michael Taylor says, and I don't like cheesecake very much. 9 from Michael Taylor, 5 from Rhaegar, 9 from One Slick.
9.
We have a 7 from Jackson. All right, so we have a 5, a 7, 2 9s. Okay, 5, a 7, and 2 9s.
Okay.
Artichoke?
Yeah.
Because of her dietary things, Elizabeth can't eat ice cream or anything. So for sweets, we find bakeries and such like that.
Berry
She
cheesecake.
loves the cookies. Ollie Pop says 9. His beanie looks metallic and some shading is interrupting the blushing in some parts. All right. And Santa Claus Funnies, interesting rendering techniques. The concept is great. The hand and candy is at odds with the Santa himself, even with the flaws. This is a holiday 10. All righty. So we've got a 9 and a 10.
Does anybody notice, like, we're going to Kroger or Walmart, you look at the little Debbie cakes, and all of a sudden they're huge now? Like, no, seriously, they increased the size of the Christmas cakes, and then they also did that with the muffins. Remember the mini muffins? Now
Yeah,
they're
they were
making
like-
huge ones.
Now they're just muffins.
Now
Not
they're,
mini.
now they're the size of your hand.
Let's see. Santa
Maybe
has
you
a
have
series.
AI hands now.
Saying has a serious case of windburn. Slow down that sleigh. Says, what do you have? A deadline or something? Exactly. One time I left my red velvet ice cream at my grandparents and they hated it. Ginger cookies. Nope. I don't get that. My wife's the same way. I don't get it, but there you go. Ginger Snaps, the movie. Good movie. Let's see. By the way, the star of the Ginger Snaps movie, shower scene in Freddy versus Jason. You probably saw it.
We have a woman present here. Mr. Skin.
Well, if they're interested, it's in the Freddy versus Jason. I know you don't like horror films, but there you go. Let's see. I am who I am, and I do what I do.
No, I don't like horror.
Let's get the stop
films. No.
There you go.
Breen, have you been to your Kroger lately?
Yeah.
Have you been look at the soda, like the Pepsi products and stuff? Coke products are like, you spend $20, you get $30 free, like basically 3 cases.
I've got a bunch in my trunk right now.
Hoping out of home.
All right, so we have 1 5 taking out one of those 2 10s. We've got 2 6s taking out the last 10 and one of the 4 9s, leaving 3 left. 1 7 makes it so there's 2 9s left, and 4 8s means there's no 9s, and this is an 8. Wow, the comic covers are collapsing here. It's supposed to get better, but it just hasn't.
I was like, if you live near a Kroger, like you said, right now they're doing like you get 2 cases 12-pack soda, and you get 3 free.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you get 2, buy 2, get 3 free?
Yes.
That sounds like a money-losing proposition.
I mean,
well, you know the sad thing though, that brings them down to $4 a 12, which used to be normal.
I know, right? Okay, so there we go, gang. We are moving on. It is this will be Lester Sisters' turn to start us off. This is book 10.
Oh, we do? Yay!
And
I hope I see that.
Wake up, Amy!
Yeah, we may be going a little bit slower, but it's good when we got chat, you know. Here we go, kid. This is Santa Claus Funnies, a 4-color number 1100 and something. I don't see the
54, number. I think.
1154. Cool.
With working headlights yet.
That's pretty good. Maybe Sharon can loan him her car. No,
it's in the shop. It's gonna curb.
They got it detailed out. It's fine. She's got a bit more room there, can keep the presents and stuff in it. But he seems really good humored about trying to get a Power Wheels through the snow. But he's Santa; he'll work it out. But it's adorable. And I'm so happy with a cheery little Santa. That's great. I will give this I'll give this a 10. It's fun.
All right. How about you, Melissa?
You think the post office is dedicated to getting the packages delivered on time? There's nothing this jolly old elf won't do to make sure everyone has a good Christmas.
Amen.
Either he's the size of Christmas present, or he's still one of those Shriners cars.
That would be funny if he was the Ghostbuster Christmas present.
But you hit a curb on that car's totaled.
I guess it depends on how big the curb is. I guess you can't really tell from all the snow.
So you both gave your scores?
Oh,
yeah, it's a 10.
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
I gotta ask because I don't know if he's like dropped off yet.
No, I haven't. But thank you for keeping an eye. That's very nice.
I have 2 of them, sir.
All righty. Well,
keep
one of them at least.
Because it says Santa Claus Funnies. This is funny. It meets the actual criteria. The snow, the little car, puppy teen chasing after him because he stole his car. This is a 10, man. Oh. Between this and the Coca-Cola art one, these are my favorite.
All righty, and goodness gracious. 6 alive. What are we looking at? The Lesters started us off on that one, so we're going to Eric, right? No, Eric started us off on.
No, I
thought so it's Eric's turn. Eric's turn.
Beep beep.
It's all fun and games until he tries to get out of that car. That ain't happening.
I think he'll just stand up and it'll just be kind of around his waist. Like the Flintstones car.
He's for the little people.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to see that cover version, I'll have to give this one a 10 while I wait.
All right. And I'm not jumping off that 10 train. This is really just a lot of fun. Like you said, it's Santa Claus Funnies. This matches it. I love the paintings. I'm a sucker for these kind of covers.
I don't know why the other ones where they sitting on the Christmas tree and like it's called Santa Claus Funnies, was it? Whole entire time?
Yep. Well, Funnies meant just the
Comic.
newspaper strips because
Yeah.
most of them were comedy strips.
Yeah.
So Funnies just kind of became the nom de plume. Jay says 9. Undead Quinn says 10. So does Rhaegar. Black Spider says 5 for some reason. That's the only score he's given. I want this. Give it a 10, says Dark Admiral. And Joe says 10. Well, hold on. Let me do this again. 9 and 5. And then 1, 2, 3. Joe says 10. That's 4. 5 from Jackson. Well, 10. The 5th 10 from Jackson. More modest post-Christmas joyride. And then one slick says 10. And so does Michael Taylor. Very cool cover, colors, and details. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 10s, a 5 and a 9.
Jackson Marie Kirk says, "Mommy, why did Santa steal that bumper car?" Like, yeah, it's kind of.
Oh my gosh, what if it was Beast Boy's car?
It could be.
He's
He
little
doesn't
up.
get to drive the T car, so he just kind of saved up and did his best.
Okay, Wilmer gives this a 9.
Wilma.
I'm guessing this book probably goes for decent bank. You'd be surprised how low you could get a lot of Dell comics. But if they're in mint condition, forget about it. Yeah, you're mortgaging a house. Ethereal says 9. Can I tell you guys living in Washington State that when I moved here, every time you saw a Volkswagen Beetle, there was always a morbidly obese girl driving it. Really?
I never got that.
I remember, wasn't it the fad a little bit ago? All the all the hot chicks had VWs or something like that.
2008 till 2000.
Let's see. Santa Claus Funnies. Now Santa is using a car to get around. Adorable concept and rendering. Great snow effect. Score of a 10. Alrighty. So we have a 9, a 9, and a 10.
Yeah, because I remember
Two nines
I remember
and
early
a
2000s.
Steering wheel is a knee buster, says.
Yeah, I knew that was going. I had a lot of the girls I came across that drove those brand new Volkswagen Beetles when they started releasing them again, new models.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the girls were just far left weirdos. They weren't fat. They were just kind of like uppity jerks.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, and they're always very hippie. You know, like they weren't like well, peace and love and stuff. No, they were just more like love animals, hate humans, kind of just angry lesbians. I don't know, lesbian, whatever, but they're just angry people.
We need to work through.
Thank you from Leon. We have a $1.99 super sticker. I can't see those on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I never saw like fat people getting out and out of the things. It was always like I said, it was always like the uppity like liberal women I saw driving it, and they were always fat. Like some were still in shape.
Well, thank you, sir.
Was it like a general?
You're welcome. You were in shape too, Brody.
No, I'm saying thank you to
I know.
sticker. The thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
But yeah, that car died out. The models.
All righty, what we got here is 1 5 3 9s taking on 8 10s, and boom! I knew this was going to be a 10.
Yeah, the last score was Olipong. That was it.
Yep.
And then if there was asking why 5 black spiders, and no response.
All righty, and let's see. We are going to RDV to start this next one, and we are on book 11. So I'll
yeah,
put the goal for book 11.
aren't ya? Yes, they call me what's that bat's name in Ferngully? Or was it Anastasia? I can't remember. It's like
Oh, the bat. Oh,
Yeah.
master. Yeah. Oh, you're falling apart.
Bert. Was it
Bertrand?
Bertrand?
Bartclaw, Bert something. Yeah. Out of the night.
I watched Ferngully like one time when I was that age, and that's it. Like then I watched Anastasia maybe twice. Still say even though it's not a Disney movie, well technically it is now. It's owned by Fox.
Well, it's owned by Fox, so technically. My daughters were of the age where they watched the same thing over and over again. Not only did we watch the movie Anastasia over again, we listened to the soundtrack over and over again. All right,
Yeah.
this is book 11 there, RDV.
Yeah. Well, you see right there, I'll whip these. Get them straight. Yeehaw! Detailing is good on the bear, but in a tent of driving, we gotta grab a ticket. I like the Jeep, man. That's cool. Like that, the detail of toys. This is kind of more like that. I don't know what's saying the Santa art, but it's kind of in there, but kind of not. But I want a whip like that. It's a kind of whip.
It's kind of neat, right?
Yeah, he's beating the animals.
But I feel like the reindeer know what they need to do anyway, and if not, they've got Rudolph.
Maybe Zach's father. He's like whipping. I don't know. I'm gonna go 8 on this because I do like it's more the Santa Claus stuff, but he's not smiling. He's kind of just looking back. Oh, yeah, I'm not holding this whip.
Mm-hmm.
It
looks a little like he's surprised that there's a camera there.
Ingleton can't hear us, so we'll just talk bad things about him.
So what grade did you get? I didn't hear a grade.
Oh, I said 8.
8. All righty. And how about you, Eric?
From an art perspective, I think this is the best one I've seen so far tonight. So this is definitely a 10.
He likes the whip.
I mean, it's not straight ahead. It's just, I mean, it's
very
the way of the reindeer. I like that. It's just his face, his pose.
How about you, Amy and Melissa?
I really like this little teddy bear in the front. He's super cute. Look at his little face.
He's on crack.
The teddy bear is?
Yep.
You know that teddy bear. He was supposed to prevent forest fires, but he couldn't because he was with Santa all night.
Oh yeah. So we've been having to work overtime on that one. Like I said, there are others that I think I've probably that kind of click with me more, but this is a really nice piece. And well, the colors come along together well. This is a cool layout. They just picked an interesting camera angle, and he really nailed it. Even with the way that the deer are kind of moving in a little bit of serpentine shape, so to guide the sled in something besides a straight angle. The whip is interesting. You never really hear about Santa. He usually has the like the
crop.
Yeah, the thing goes whoosh, whoosh, and the horses go on. But this is, I guess, that kind of idea. I'm not sure how it's connected to the sleigh though, if he doesn't have the little straps with him. But well, anyway, he seems to be making it work, and I really do like what they did with the layout, and overall the structure is really good. So I think I'd give it a 10.
All right. How about Melissa?
Also 10.
And I really like the teddy bear.
Yeah, it's a nice teddy bear.
You don't make teddy bears like that anymore.
No.
He's also got a blanket on him. You notice that?
Oh,
that's from the mama bear that he killed.
I think the art on this is amazing. I like the detail on the deer, even the one in the front.
Female deer.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but he's covered himself in a sort of a blanket.
Yeah,
I do like that.
Yeah.
One out that those with nice in the northern hemisphere. It might lighten up a bit when you reach Australia or down in Brazil, but in the southern parts of Brazil. But
see, that's how I am when I drive my car. It's cold.
All right, so going to the chat, Jay says 10, and then Wilmer says 10. Joe says 10. One Slick says 10. Undead Quinn says 9. So we have 4 10s and a 9. All righty, and Ollie Pong. Whoop, nope. Michael Taylor says 10. Fantastic cover, colors, details, perspective. Ethereal says 8. So we have 5 10s, an 8, and a 9. Alrighty, 8, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see. Santa's being the governor of his sleigh. Give him a 10, says Rhaegar. Eglantine, I don't know what that meant, but 9 Martian reindeer. Alrighty. And let's see, we've got Santa Claus Funnies' point of view is from the passenger in the sleigh with Santa exceptionally adorable rendering. Santa's talking to his passenger. This scores a bare 10, so we've got a 9 and a 10.
I gotta ask Maranya, where is he sitting if he's a passenger?
He's holding on to the side.
He's really
Doing
falling
a
off.
selfie.
Is it Rizzo and Gonzo?
10 from, hold on just a sec. We had a Maranya, 9 from Dark Admiral, a 10 from Maranya, a 10 from Jackson. I'm crashing the Lesters for Christmas. Who's with me?
Let us know ahead of time. We'll bake extra
It'll mean I can get back to Florida. I'm okay with that. So we had a 9 and 2 10s, and then we've got a 10 from Crystal G. Hi, Crystal G.
Jay, they don't need your help. They can drive.
And let's see. It looks like, sorry, by the way, 10, says Ollie Pong. So we've got, what was that, 3 or 4 10s? 1, 2, 3. Maranya's 4 and a 9. Alrighty.
Ollie
There
Pong
we
said, sorry, by the way, 10.
4 10s and a 9. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a 9. We've got 2 8s, 2 9s, and a shit ton of 10s. It is 13, actually. All right. Let's see.
What's up, Crystal? Leon, thank you for joining us.
Yep. We got
Anyone notice that the reindeer are green? Yeah. You know what I think it is? They're going through the, what's that? With the magnetic kind of Aurora or whatever it's called.
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, that's why they're green.
Well, the further things go into the foreground, usually you have a tendency to saturate the colors or use more blue. So since they're kind of warm or yellowy in color, they try to add some blue to make them look more distant, and it works, but it does tend to make yellow to orange things.
Maybe they are the alien reindeer.
Oh, I mean, that's an option too.
They do fly after all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're Martians.
The Martian reindeer. The Aurora Borealis.
Alrighty, so we are
Yes,
going to the last book of the night. Let me start this off. It is book 12, another 4-color. That was 4-color 525. I don't know the number on this one, but it is my favorite. 1, 2, 7, looks like 6. Okay, 1276 is the number. Thank you. Okay, where do I start? The painting, the shading, the colors, the lighting on Santa matches the lighting on the wall and the curtains. And you would think, though, obviously they had to cheat a little bit with the kids because from our perspective, their faces would be darkened out a little bit because Santa's blocking the light from them. But I'm going to forgive that. This is absolutely amazing. Then look into that toy sack. All that was drawn and painted. The tree looks great. There is no flaw, truly no real flaw on this cover. This is a S tier 10. Eric, what do you think?
I have to agree with that, actually.
Alrighty.
And Amy and Melissa, tell me why I'm wrong.
Well, this is kind of interesting. You're mentioning about the light source. Now, it's a really strong light source in front of Santa, but it also is on the opposite side of the tree. It hits hard on that wall and also on the lower part of the little curtain there in the hallway. So I'm kind of, now thinking about it, I'm more curious about exactly what is lighting this. Well, whatever it is that is causing this light, I don't know, magic candy cane, something.
You know what I think it is? Fireplace.
Well, yeah, could be the fireplace. If it's on the opposite wall, depends on the shape of the room. But I'm not going to think about that too much, or at least I'm getting dizzy. But the artist did set obvious light sources and then use them correctly. So whatever the nature of those light sources are, they're doing what they ought to be, and that's really pretty cool. Yeah, I'd give this a 10 though.
All righty. How about you, Melissa?
I mean, that's definitely an iconic Santa picture, and if ever there was one, like you said, with a strong like white light emanating from the package, it almost gives a feeling like there's something ethereal or supernatural about the package. It's like something from heaven itself, and he's
Aw.
in awe of the package he's about to place down from the children.
Maybe one of the kids left it for Santa. That's just got a little name tag on it.
Oh, that would actually be really cute.
Mhm.
And this member's like, oh, never does that for little Saint Nick. And like,
That would be
yeah,
great.
that would be great. I like your story. I'm taking it. That's my personal headcanon. Giving it 10.
Alrighty. RDV, what do you say?
Dark Admiral Marcher, you ready for this? This is what I'm thinking. They get revenge on their little brother being kidnapped by Santa Claus. They planted a bomb inside that package. And Santa's like, oh, look at this. They're going to watch him die. Is that dark enough for you? No. Santa's got a derp face. I know it's supposed to be surprised. The biggest problem I have with this is the way he's kneeling down. Because his leg is back, but his jacket falls down. So it looks like his leg is that giant freaking toy sack. It blends in, so you see it over on the other side. So it's kind of an optical illusion for you.
Oh, the far leg.
Makes me look as a giant kind of like big shoe. And
Yeah, he does. See that?
Some accident. It does look like he has a strange kind of unnatural right leg.
Because I'm
Yeah,
like, how is he leaning down?
his knees.
But I guess
go-
his knee's supposed to be behind the bag.
Yeah. If you look carefully, yeah.
his knee is rested
It's
behind.
just
the
bad
bottom
shading
back.
because it blends in so well. If it was a different
and then
color,
he's got fur boots just below the knee that go into his shoe.
I hope that doesn't lower your good scores, girls.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go 8 with this. I mean, honestly, you know what? Go 9 because I love the tree. I love the shadow behind the tree. I love the
That's
Johnny
true.
Carson drapes. The
Well,
kids
I-
are hiding behind them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just kind of cool. The detail in the drums. It's just the bag. Like you said, someone took detail, the draw of the headless bear in there, and then everything else is in there too. So this is a 9.
Hey, Venkman,
Okay.
Yeah.
would it get an extra 1 if you could imagine Santa turning around backhanding Bobby and Cindy?
Well, I was thinking it would get an extra 1 to make it a 10 if we could learn that the Christmas tree was right next to the fireplace.
Although I do like Michael Taylor's Buffy and Jody. It can be either one.
It's a 9 though.
Alrighty. And there we go. It is a 9. All right, and let's go to the chat. Last book of the night. Let's see how they graded it. I love this cover, but Norman Rockwell-esque says Leon, giving it a 9 and 10 from Jay. 9 and 10. And then we have a 10 from Joe. I love this, says Crystal G, giving it a 10. Wilmer says 10. One Slick says 10. Rhaegar says 10. Dark Admiral says 10. Got to admit, y'all got to me because now I'm wondering what's hiding in the darkness behind the children. Okay. All
Actually,
right.
is that a?
Let's see. Ethereal says 8, 6 10s, and an 8.
If you
Alrighty.
look, follow the girl.
1, 2,
And
3, 4, 5, and
follow
6.
the girl's
and an
head.
8.
Go up. You see.
Let's see. Where's his shadow in the darkness? Well, actually, you can see it extend on the floor. Santa Claus Funnies. This is a Coca-Cola ad with the kids and Santa minus the soda. Wonderful era appropriate tree decorations, toys, and the kids. Santa is intent on his task. Score a Christmas 10.
If you girls,
Alrighty,
if
then
you
we
look
have
above
a
the-
no
if you look at the
doubt.
darkness. You can see the Slender Man. Just follow the girl's. Just follow the girl's head up, and you see like a distortion there. That's a face.
Oh,
it's like so it's a chip of the paint gone off when they scan the book. But it looks like someone's in the background, like Scooby Doo creeper.
yeah, or maybe a window. It could be if there's in the distance where some moonlight could be coming through. It would probably show up against the dark, even if it weren't really light enough to cause much illumination.
Yeah, but that really threw me off because I knew he was kneeling down, but I'm like, it just looks so weird because how it blended in.
Hard to unsee giant strange leg.
Exactly, it looks like he's got a club foot. Every time I see it, it's like, now imagine Santa with a peg leg.
Santa the pirate?
Yeah.
Ollie Pong says 10. I'm waiting for a dark reimagining from Eric. Jackson says 10. Oh, those sweet kids. They knew I needed this year's Playboy calendar. And we know that Santa is going to get mad because it's not a Playboy calendar and he's going to put them in the House of Mystery. So we have 2 10s and an 8 from One Dead Quinn. Undead Quinn.
Okay.
All right. And we get the stop. And it's 2 10s and an 8.
Dark Admiral here is like, I thought E took the ladies out with Down with the Birth this time because Eric moved over to the left, I went above, and the girls went behind the photo.
So we have 2 8s, 2 9s trying to take on 5, 10, 15, 16 10s. This is the last 10 of the night because it's the last book of the All right. MK said 9?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it down for the score.
I didn't miss him. I wasn't aiming for him.
All righty. And there we go, gang. This is the position. We have 8 10s, 2 9s, 1 8, and 1 7. I told you this would be a 10 fest.
That's
All right. This one's going to be a quick decision to figure out, I think, which one is going to be going to the bracket fights because we really only have to do 9 and 10.
All of you kids watching, 23 of you, could go with the poll and vote.
Oh, yeah, please, by all means. If you haven't voted at the poll, please do that. We're going to find out what we're going to be doing in season 9 after we figure out the brackets and all that. Okay, let me get the
also, kids, you can check out here. We have a Ko-Fi link, which is right in the chat right now.
I could go for some Ko-Fi.
Ko-Fi chat.
Yeah.
You can help support this channel and keep the lights on and keep E.
Well, they do call them coffees. Okay, so let's start off. I'll put the goes in just a little bit. We got the 9s, and it's let's see, Lap Child and Tree Child. Okay, in the 9s, and let's get the go for 9 in the chat. And there we go. Go for 9s, and Eric. Eric. What is your favorite of the 2? Lap Child or Tree Child?
Tree.
Okie dokie. How about you, Lester Sisters?
Huh? Oh, what do you think, sis?
Chipmunks or Scully?
I think I like the little one where they're kind of sneaking and taking a peek in Santa's magic rucksack. I like that one best.
Okay. Amy?
I guess I like the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
RDB.
I'm going with Little Zach scolding.
Little Sack. All righty. And
That's not what I
I'm
said.
agreeing with Amy and Lap Child. All righty. Buenos noches, says Wilmer. 9 best as Kid on Santa's Lap, says Maranya, as well as Michael Taylor. And then we have Ollie Pong with the Lap Child. Tree from Jackson, Ray Kirk, and Dark Admiral. And then we have Tree Fitted from Dark Admiral. And Ethereal says the Tree. We have Kids and Tree from Joe and Crystal. Alrighty, let me get the stop. If they're, oh, nope. Rhaegar says Tree is the worst. Alrighty, did he vote earlier?
Aaron, you lock this sponsor, you get no Tree Fitty.
Okay. Is that, well, let me get the stop. This was pretty close. So if you do have a late vote, just let me know if it changes things a little. But for right now, the Tree is the best of the 9s. Already. So here's the thing. We're on to 10s already. Let's see. How are we gonna identify these? We have Band Santa. We have Walking Santa, Sleepwalking, Goose Step.
Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
You know what? We decided that would be, yes, that is a better one. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There you go. That is the smart way to do things. All righty, Eric, hold on just a sec. Let me get the go started here. That is just a smart. Thank you for reminding me.
Yay!
All righty, and it would be go for 10. Go for 10. Alrighty, Eric. Best and worst of the 10s.
The best is the one where he's on the sleigh and the reindeer in front of him with the whip.
So that's 7.
And the worst is the little kids being marched off to wherever. Second one.
Showers. Yeah. Alrighty. Lester's best and worst of the 10s. Excuse me.
Oh, my favorite's the 4th one where they're all sitting around reading stories and playing with their presents. I think that's my favorite overall.
Alright.
Least favorite would be the 2nd one.
Okay, the Sleepwalkers. Melissa.
Ditto, honestly.
Okay.
My favorite
So,
is exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, if you don't disown that second one, you are voting for Germany.
so 4 and 2 RDV.
The best is the microphone.
Okay,
The
and that is
worst
number
for-
5.
The worst for me is number 1.
Okay, and that is banned. Yep. All right. And for me, wow, looking at them together, that is a hard choice between Slay Santa and Present Giving Santa, number 5 and 7 and 8. I'm gonna stick with 8. Alrighty, and the least of them is the Sleepwalking Kids. Alrighty, going to the chat. 10 best Santa's reading to the kids. Worst is the Sleepwalking Kids. They agree with Amy, and she agrees with Amy. Melissa. 3 is the best. 4 is the worst, says Ethereal. 3 being the rocket sled, and 4 being the reading. And then we have best is 8. Worst is number 1. Okidokis, artichokes. Alrighty, that was Jackson. Dark Admiral says favorite is Santa and Bumper Car. Least is Martian Reindeer. And that is the best being 6 and the least being the 7th. We are all over the place, by the way. Joe says best is the 2nd and the worst is the 5th. All right. And let's see. Ollie Pong says the best is the Carrot, worst is the Rocket Santa.
Car ride?
Car ride. Oh, okay, there you go. That makes, because yeah, if you separate it, it says car ride, doesn't it? Best is car ride and the worst is the Rocket Santa. Okay, so the best is number 6 and the worst is Rocket Santa, and that's number 3. And let's see, MK, best is Santa on the yellow roller coaster.
The rocket one.
He didn't say it was a rocket, so I could see how it could be a roller coaster. All right, that's it. Best is 3.
Roller coaster.
And the worst to MK is posing model Santa on his back.
I'm guessing that's a sleigh one. That's what I can think of. He's trying to look at the screen.
Posing model Santa on his
Remember, kids,
back.
you can always post the number.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Posing model on his back.
The only good thing on his back is the Santa sleigh.
I know, that's what I'm thinking too. It's got to be number 7. Yeah. That's the only thing that shows his back, really. All right. 7.
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
MK. All right. Michael Taylor, it's very tough. Santa in sleigh with reindeer is first. Worst. Okay, hold on. Santa in sleigh with a reindeer. First. Worst. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. So number 7 is the better one, and the band there, the first one is the worst of them. Best is 8, worst is the first. Alrighty. And that was from Crystal, and Ollie says car ride. Sorry, haha.
I think it
MK,
did charity.
it's easy to confuse me. What's the fun on numbers, says Ollie Pong. I agree. Even if I do have to try to translate a little bit, I do agree. It's more fun when you guys come up with silly names. So do it whatever the way you want to, and I'll figure it out, or won't. I'll need your help. That's the way it'll be. Don't make it easy on them, MK. They're on the naughty list tonight, says Dark Admiral. It's all the dirty, dirty, evil stories. Okay, if you have a last-minute vote, just let me know. If it changes anything, we will change it. I'll add it. All righty, but let's go ratio this stuff. All right. And okay, we need an obvious worst. And do we have any negatives? No positives? No, we do not, which is actually kind of cool. So let's see. We've got 5, and then we've got 3, and then 2, and then 1, or ones with the negatives. Okay, so the 5, even with a positive, it has 5 positives, 1 positive, 5 negatives. So obviously that's a -4. That's the least of them. And that is number 2, the sleepwalking Nazi kids. And let's see, 3 has 1 positive and 3 negatives. And that leaves a -2. Alrighty. And that is, what is that? Which one is that? Where am I looking? Oh, that's the first one. Alrighty. And then we have, let's see, 2, 3, 1. That kind of cancels it, and 2 and 2, that cancels it out. Alrighty. So I guess the next one, we have 2 positives and 1 negative on book 3, which would have been the rocket ride. Okay. Yep, the rocket ride goes next. And then we had, let's see, 2 positives and 2 negatives on number 7, which would have been the sleigh ride. There we go. And next up, we had how many? 1, 2. Okay, we have a 1 and 1 that turns out to be. We have 1 that got that. Okay, so we had a 1 and 1 and a 2 and 2 zeroing each other out. And that would have been the 4th one, which I believe is the storyteller.
Yep.
It would have been the 1 and 1. And then the 2 and 2 is the 7th one, which is, wait, no, that was the sleigh.
Sleigh was 7.
Yeah. So which one did I confuse with?
4 is the storytelling one. 8 was the present.
Okay, and let's see. Which one was the car? Car was 5. And then we had, oh, there we go. So car is next. And then we have radio, and with 3 positives, no negatives. Number 8 went to, yeah, I like names better. But there you go, gang. This is the way we're gonna send that. We're gonna send this one right here to the bracket fights. And what we had at number 12, we've got Cherub and Rabbit Santa. Then we've got Candy Addicted Santa at number 11. Number 10 is Boy on Lap Santa. Kids in Trees Santa is not, what is that? That's 12, 11, 10, 9. Number 8 is the Sleepwalking Nazi Kids. Number 7 is Santa Band. Number 6 is Santa on a Roller Coaster Rocket Ride. Number 5 is Santa in his sleigh. Number 4, Santa reading to kids. Number 3, Santa in the clown car. Number 2 is Santa on the radio. And number 1 is Santa doing his job the way he freaking should. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I like these covers. I thought they were fun, and I thought this, considering this will probably be our last ranking before Christmas, I thought the Santa Claus covers would be better, and mostly because I couldn't find anything like Jesus. Yeah. Did you guys appreciate these covers? Did you like them?
I like very nice.
And if so, what was your favorite? I'm asking in general.
I still think probably overall my favorite was the one that I voted for in the 10th spot. I think they all ranked really high, and were good covers. But I mean, there wasn't hardly anyone among them.
He's gone. Goodbye, E.
Uh-oh.
What was your favorite part of the night? When E dropped out.
Each time, yeah. All righty.
So our Melissa said, or not Melissa, Amy said she liked the one she did with the kids reading.
Yeah.
Santa. My favorite was the microphone, because it looked like the Coca-Cola ad.
It was.
It really does. So did the one I liked, the one where he's putting presents at the tree.
God bless.
Yeah. Merry Christmas and God bless us, everyone. My favorite, which was unfortunately ratioed, was the number 4 reading cover. That's the one that Amy and Melissa picked as well. Yeah. All right. You know what? Let's go to this poll and see what we are going to be looking at here.
2 of them. Incredible Hulk.
Should have been.
We have 24 votes, and thank you to everybody who participated. We have 16% going to Fantastic Four, 16% going to Avengers, 33% to the X-Men, and 33% to the Incredible Hulk, which will be interesting because the Incredible Hulk goes 5 issues and then turns into Tales to
6.
Suspense. 6 issues. I always make that mistake, don't I? Every time you always have to correct me.
10
And then it becomes Tales of Suspense, right?
Mm-mm.
Tales
Astonish.
of Astonish. Tales to Astonish. Why did I think that was the Giant Man Ant-Man? It is the Giant Man and Ant-Man one. Yep. Okay.
Remember, Hulk fights Giant Man issue 59. Then they take over the title.
All righty. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go from the 6 Incredible Hulk to the 6 issues of Tales to Astonish on that one when we do that. But it was so there we go, guys.
Those watching at home, look under your seat. You'll find a present there.
Will you now?
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward, and both of them will be added. I don't split ties. I just add both titles.
I
right.
can wear ties.
All righty, kids. Let's see what we've got going on. Tuesday is absolutely my Christmas, so I was thinking maybe tomorrow night doing a live stream, just kind of a hangout stream, talk about whatever the heck you guys want to talk about. Maybe do top 10 list Christmas stuff. We'll talk about that kind of thing.
I think I'm going to excuse myself for a long winter's nap, but it was great getting to catch up with everybody.
Well, I hope your
All
long
right.
nap doesn't include the reading tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Not that long a winter's nap.
There you go.
But y'all have a great night and a Merry Christmas if I don't get to see you again before then, okay?
All right. You have a good night.
Thank
How many dozen red velvet cookies has Eric eaten during this stream?
Just 2 cookies.
And were they red
Nice.
velvet?
Yeah, and did you think or tomorrow night we're talking about doing like a Christmas movie list or anything like that?
Yeah. We'll talk about whatever. If you want, we'll
All right,
do that.
cool.
If not, yeah. Just kind of thought it might be nice to do instead of one of these a strict show. We'll just hang out, and then Christmas Eve. I do believe RDB is doing something. He's going to do a reading or something like that, or just to hang out.
I've got stuff scheduled all the way through the tomorrow. We got top 5 got bumped up. We got the Teen Titans Go, and then Tuesday. I don't know if I'm gonna go live extreme or not, but I have readings on Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you're looking for something to watch, you got something to watch.
Okay.
24/7 on the Puppet Channel. That's right, Jackson. Get back to work.
MK, write them down when we start the live stream. Let those questions go.
All right, going back. Here's a question for you.
What's up?
Dean Martin's daughter, Nancy, or Frank Sinatra's daughter? Which is hotter?
I thought it was Diane Cannon. I don't know who
Yeah,
Dean
did Dean have a daughter named Nancy too? Because Frank did. Nancy's not.
Dino's daughter.
Wasn't that Diane Cannon?
I thought it was Deanna.
It was, right?
Deanna was not hot then, but she aged very well.
Yeah.
But he had one of his daughters is really, really hot in that special year.
Yeah, I think it was Deanna, where she was singing with Dean. And they had Nancy, and I was just like, that Christmas special, I think 65, I think it was.
67.
Yeah.
Oh, she's cute. Yeah, she's pretty. And let's see. I gotta answer this properly. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna go Dean Martin's. I mean, Nancy's pretty, but nah, Dean Martin.
Dean Martin star's way hotter. But I just wanted to show you the right daughter.
Yep.
The brunette. Yeah.
Nancy was in an episode of Sopranos. You guys hanging? Yeah, we're going to definitely tomorrow. And there you go. All right, kids. Question: what would you like for newcomers to know about you? I open mouth kissed a horse once. That's probably what really defines me.
I had an interrelation with a penguin.
Yeah. No, actually, personally, I don't talk about my wife very much or my daughter, but I'm an open book. The one thing, like, if you want to get along, if you want to be part of this channel, just enjoy. I'm going to tell you my opinion. I'm not going to lie to you. If
honest opinions, always.
I do not like being what's called audience captured. I was, and it's not fun. I didn't have fun doing the videos, and I do know that I'm blocked right now, but I will get over that because I'm getting set now. I really want to. But the thing is I don't like to I don't like to be audience blocked, so I'm going to give you my opinion whether or not you want you agree with it or not, you know. Yeah, I try to be honest as much as I can.
And the Geeky Puppet Show, we're Switzerland. you can like whatever you like.
This channel started off in the thick of the comic book drama. It really was built by a comic book called America Chavez. Yes. It was actually built by you guys, you know, watching those videos, but those were the videos that got really popular. And I would spend 12 hours working on one of those videos, just to, you know, so I could get all the media in there that I wanted to make the jokes and all that kind of stuff. I want to find the passion to do that again because I love those videos. I actually watched them recently, and I highly recommend you guys go and check that out. I have been re-releasing them on the from the Longbox channel. But yeah, started watching Geek Puppet Show recently. Noise, says Ollie. Get out while you can. Yeah,
it'll never stop. You'll be with us every single day.
I thought we built this channel on rock and roll. Well, we tried to build this channel on rock and roll comics, but they suck. So yeah, that didn't work.
We built it on jelly rolls.
There you go.
I just wanted to say, for all the people that came before us, the comics divisions, the weaponized nerd rages, the unranked chevrons, Captain Frugals,
the nerdy wonders, the feisty fans.
What Nerdrotic, by the way, is the biggest to start here and then to go off. The Nerdrotic was the big one. Yeah.
Anyway, how did you guys manage to go over the wall?
I know, right?
What am I doing wrong?
I know this is kind of weird because you're right. I used to have very much a rotating cast. So, you know, they would come along, they get a little, and then they move. I guess I don't.
Eric, you know what I feel like?
You guys have been around. I think this cast of characters here, you and RDV, Maranya, Dalton, even LK, if he ever comes back, we've been together now for about 5, maybe 6 years.
I kind of feel like yeah. Help me, Eric. Annette Benning to your Warren Beatty.
There you go.
And eventually you just settled down. And Venkman and I, we drew 2 very short straws.
All right.
Well, I stepped out on Saturdays. I come back here as a guest. Eric's like, I can't escape Saturdays.
Maranya's saying the two biggest that started here. And by the way, I am not claiming any kind of thing over their success or anything. It's just kind of funny. The people who used to come on here on a regular basis, then they went off, started their own channels, you know, kaboom. The 2 biggest were EVS actually had his first live stream on my channel.
If it wasn't for him pissing them off, they never would have went big.
Probably not. Well, Nerdrotic, he learned how to play the game, and he went off and he played it fucking perfect. And he does exactly what I'm talking about when I say audience captured. He knows his audience and he plays that way every time. I saw a Twitter video.
Do you hate us?
Dalton needs to come on more.
Do you
I
really
agree.
hate us?
By the way, I absolutely agree. But recently I saw this post on Twitter or X or whatever you're calling it now, X, where it was Wicked and oh goodness gracious, I just said his name.
Dalton?
No,
Nerdrotic.
Nerdrotic. Gary. Gary says it had great acting, it had great music, it had great sets, it had great this, great that, blah, 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 blah. I'm in hell. So you watched a movie that was made perfectly and you were in hell? So, okay. Yeah. EVS was a pro, so no surprise there. Yeah. He went off. His first videos, by the way, were art videos. He was trying to give tips and get people into that, but those were making hundreds of views. And then he started ragging on Rose Tico and Last Jedi. And all of a sudden he's making thousands upon thousands of views. And so he kind of threw the whole I'm an artist thing out the window and started doing that, and then realized he's got a captured audience, so he could start selling shit to them.
Actually, you know who was actually on his way to getting out of here was Eric. He stopped doing videos.
Oh my God. Okay, here's the thing I do, by the way. I check how my channel's doing by counting to 1,000. You know, it used to be I would put out a video and in 8 hours, it would be over 1,000 and on its way to 2, 3. And I would see really at the end of the day where a video was successful. And it would usually by the end of the day, tell me how successful it's going to be by how many thousands of views it got. Mm-hmm. And so now just because I am shadow banned and I'm not being shared out as much, I'll go through my videos and I'll count the views up and see how many videos it takes me to get to 1,000. Which is kind of sad. I like it occasionally when I actually get one of these. So I did mine. And out of curiosity, I did Geeky Puppet Show, by the way. And then I was like, I wonder how Eric put out 6 videos.
Yeah.
So on average, it takes 5 to 6 videos for me to get to 1,000 views. Geeky Puppet Show, about 20 or so. Eric, 3. He's done 6 videos.
So
it takes him 3.
Here's my thing.
Each video has about 300 views.
Eric is very popular with the fossils. He's friends with a lot of stuff, and they tend to move from one person's house to the other person's house. Kind of what their streams they do. Graphic Man, the Dr. Silverage, you know, and then they were watching Higgy Pop. Because they all kind of like share each other out. They're all in each other's chats. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Actually, so I stopped doing videos right around the time the fossils started.
I know, but I mean, if you would have kept going though, you'd probably be doing pretty well there.
The haul videos would be kind of cool. You know, when you go out to a convention or something, a haul video works.
Honestly, what gets the Geeky Puppet Show the view time is the top 5 and the best of the week, because we have people, just 6 or 7 people watching, sometimes 16, just doing this, and you do it for about 2 hours. There you go. That's just consistent viewing.
In all honesty, we've been doing more and more just hangout streams. That is awesome to me. If we've got a topic like the other night, I found an article to start us off, and then like most of it was questions. And if I had looked and I thought, okay, well, there's no questions, let's get to another article, bring that up, and then more questions. I liked that. I missed that.
I had no idea in 2018 when I just was on YouTube. I was like, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. So I looked up, I was like, I found a video like, because I was wondering, there's got to be people who hate One More Day and all that crap. We're just so irritated. I looked it up. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a YouTube community for people doing comic books. And then
go ahead. Sorry.
He was the next video, and he was doing a live stream. I'm like, okay, let's look at this. It's a bunch of Google Hangouts people. The icons going left, right. It looked weird. It looked like a what do they call it? No, musical notes going up and down. Mm-hmm. Whenever they play it, it goes that one. And they're just having a regular hangout here, and I was just like, this is kind of cool, you know. And just talking about comic books, something that we used to do in the actual comic book stores.
Yeah.
You know?
And by the way, Ollie Pong, if you really want to know how this channel is defined these days, especially when we're on live streams and such, there's a video where I was recording and I just had mush mouth. And the thing is, I thought I edited all of it out, and people started commenting on the fact that when I made the mistake, it was left in. And I said, well, and I put up I made a question, I made a video about it, and I said, I messed up on that. Do you guys mind if I leave that shit in? And a lot of people said no, because some channels sound plastic. They sound like they're reading. Some people can read and they make it sound natural, but some comic book channels, I call them plastic channels, because I don't know if it's there. Have you ever seen a channel called New Rock Stars or Variant Comics, I think they're called? They absolutely look like they're reading a script. And that's not here. Some people joke that, am I on still?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Some people joke, of course, that it's unprofessional, but it's me. And that's what I want on the videos. When I record videos, whether I'm doing a comic book origins, a top 10 or whatever, I want you guys to understand that if you hung out with me, this is what you're going to get. Better or worse, Eric can tell you this is what you're going to get.
So I love what you're talking about. You bring up the mistake stuff, because Rob and Pixel have been reviewing Forever Night, and they've been butchering the names, and they're on like the 13th episode or 14th, and there's a guy who's randomly, because we really don't know what's comic. All of a sudden, by the 7th one, this guy, another guy, started trolling them in the chat, and we're actually getting legit angry, saying like, "Are you an idiot? The name is Skanky. There's no shh." It's like they're just like they're trying to tell them. It's like, and I love it every single time we upload a video because it's pre-recorded, and I laugh. And so before Pixel left to go, whatever out of the country, I asked him, "So are any of these actually have the correct name?" He's like, "Probably not," even though he just recently recorded one.
I did a radio show. I was on the freaking radio reviewing movies in Florida, and I was the third man. I knew more than both of the guys I sat next to combined about movies. And I kept having to do this because the host, the guy who paid for, the guy who started the show, who started resenting me because he would go, "The new Leo DiCaprio movie is out." DiCaprio. He would fuck up famous people's names. I mean, how do you not know it's Leonardo DiCaprio? How? It just, and he would do that constantly. It's okay. Anyway, I mean, granted, I do that to Walter Simonson.
Eric Bean.
I can't say much. No, it's Ed Breen. Get his name right.
It's Eric Brewer.
I forgot Variant Comics channel. I haven't watched it. It's been a while for me too. The
one unslick dude.
Yeah, unslick dude. Yeah, the video that started Comicsgate was a nerd channel, Nerd Sync, I think it was, and that was absolutely a plastic channel. The girl that was reading off didn't know about anything about comics, and you could tell by the way she was talking. You just know. It's like my dad, he's a Vietnam veteran, and they know people who say they were in the war that weren't, just by the way they talk about stuff. Yeah, and it's kind of like that.
Yeah, but I try to. I get irritated because whenever we review movies, I have the cast list up, so I know what they look like, and if I mispronounce a word, I know I got someone else there to bounce off of. But I mean, I try to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about when I'm reviewing people, because otherwise, the dude to talk to the other dude, yeah, I really like it when he beat up that one dude. No, the other dude. That dude? Yeah, that dude. Like, that drives me nuts if I hear that. So, and I try to beat that in the Rob. It's like, Rob, You're not on camera. You can look at the damn.
Let's see. I don't think this should be professional. No one hangs out on suits or whatever. You get a garden chair, you sit in front of the sidewalk, and that's kind of the way I want this to be. Very much we're sitting at the comic book counter and talking when we do our live streams. Whether or not, Rhaegar, we are talking about comic books, articles, or just talking about comics, or we're reading. I love the origin videos. I listen to From the Long Box. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Those are really my bread and butter, and I need to get back to them, tell you the truth. See, what people don't understand when they are doing this is alternate media, and my generation, the highest currency you can have is authenticity. If I wanted professionalism, I would watch cable. Let's see, that's nice. And as you know, legacy media and cable have been dying. Yep. Was that the woman who misled people about the comics book code? Melissa? Yeah. No, go on. What would you say?
No, I said Melissa, not Melissa, but who was the one that you didn't like? The one that was a dude posing as a girl, the journalist.
Oh, freaking hell! What was her name? Melissa?
Missy?
No, it was Melissa something.
Morgue.
Melissa Morgue. Yeah, when we were doing comic books, when we were Comicsgate, when Comicsgate was the comic book reading movement. Yeah. There was a person who was trying to get deep into it because they thought we were all Nazis. Because you would say something, we would say evil things like, "Why don't you give these black characters their own title and their own names and their own character?" No, that's racist. And so we were called all sorts of names, and all of a sudden we're a hate group, and we're being investigated because Milo Yiannopoulos brought us up, and all of a sudden this was a thing. And we started getting all these news people come in, and there was this guy who posed as a woman to ask questions. Freaking weird for a whole bunch of YouTube comic book channels. Let's see. You always ask us to share your videos. Well, I highly recommend this show in Comic Book Memories chat. Some of them said they watch. Oh, really? Thank you. Comic Book Memories.
And if you want to find out the pathetic beginnings of Melissa Morgue, check out I Love Comics from 2017.
Ollie Pong saying he's from Brazil and they don't gather in shops here, but I feel like this is a nice familiar place. Oh, I appreciate it. And welcome, by the way. You know, I used to put the chat in I used to put the link in the chat if anybody wanted to jump on. Unfortunately, we started getting trolls. Melissa Morgan, never understood that story. I thought the Comicsgate documentary would mention it, but Mikey didn't include it. That's one of the reasons why I invited Doug on to talk about Comicsgate, because he did a good job following the story he was trying to tell. He wasn't really trying to tell the story of Comicsgate. He was trying to tell the story of the rise and fall of Ethan Van Sciver. And I think he did fine. I invited Doug on to talk about the Comicsgate thing because, we could fill in the blanks. And tell you the truth, I have fond memories of the beginning of Comicsgate. I thought it was great building up a community like that. It was just a lot of fun. Unfortunately, when you have a community that, better or worse, was built on not liking things, you're going to get people who take it to an extreme. And instead of being the center, they want to go one way or the other off to the extreme ends of it, and it messes things up. By the way, that Comicsgate documentary next to Am I Racist? Best documentary of the year, says Rhaegar. It was pretty damn good. Yeah, I agree. I think he did well. He couldn't include everything that would take a series. Exactly. I wouldn't mind having him on and talking about it. But yeah, I think...
You know, you should have on again? Mike Barron. You can ask him so you can finally get that answer. Who's taking over?
Yeah, I don't get a lot of interviews.
Yeah, who's gonna take over telling this Comicsgate story after you die?
Goodness. Pixel's young enough. We'll just
Jenkins wanted to be on this channel, but he's like kind of stumped him.
No, I didn't. I actually sent a message. It was never answered. I invite
Well,
Bob Jenkins because obviously me.
Pop up for the channel time. I'm like, just send the link out.
For fuck's sake, I literally asked Mike Grell in person, and he said yes, and then never freaking agreed.
Well,
he never answered the email I sent to him.
Because he's probably
maybe you shouldn't have let off with "I don't like limeys," but if you want to come on,
What, with Mike Grell?
No, I said lime
Paul
runs. I didn't
Jenkins.
say lime.
With Mike Grell was a really good guy. I liked meeting him, and you know what? All I could think of is, holy shit, if Mike Grell comes on, Eric's gonna flip. You know, I think that'll be. And then I was like, okay, do I introduce him so you know, or do I tell you, whatever? And I sent the email. Hey, remember I was at the convention. You said you'd come on. Here's the link. Please, we'll do a live stream whenever you want. Never one answer. Didn't answer.
Like I said, the coolest thing I having on the Geeky Puppet Show, we had Chuck Dixon on. I thought that was cool. And then, like I said, every time I want to get Tim on again. Tim is just a pleasure to have on there.
Tim Lim?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I would.
It takes a while. I gotta figure out which one he is.
Right. No, hey, he by the way says that he can't tell Asians apart. All right.
When he went to China or Japan or something, he's like, yeah.
Okay.
I bet he hates when he looks in the mirror and goes, "Ron."
Let's see. Not trying to take away any views from E, but Fizzlefop also does great origin videos and.
Oh, he does. Those I've seen a handful of those. They're great.
You know what, Breen? We need to get Hickey Pop on for a Hawkman comic.
I know. He works odd hours. He works at the telephone company.
Anyway, kids, this hangout was supposed to be tomorrow. So by all means, please join us
You're
tomorrow.
thinking of starting at 10:30?
I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to start, to tell you the truth. I don't think we don't have plans, but I do have to take Elizabeth out to a job interview at 3:15. And then we immediately pick Gail up at 4. It depends on what she's got in her hands and how much Elizabeth wants to go out, because Gail will fold, and I will too.
Well, you don't have to drive. You can just like, go later.
Oh, no. I have to drive. Elizabeth doesn't.
No. If she wants to go out, Gail will fold. So Gail, you can go drive.
No. What I'm saying is it'll be very much. It's cold, and I know Gail wants. I want everybody in the family wants a good bowl of massaman curry. And Elizabeth loves.
Good night, Dark Admiral March Hare.
Good night, all. Have a good. Yep.
Watch out for Santa Claus. He's out to get you.
Yeah. By the way, this is a place that interviewed her before, so I hope she gets. I really do. I was talking to her. I said, "What do you do in your room all day?" She goes, "Play video games." And I went, "Huh?" And I went, "Do you play video games to the point where you just stop and go, I need a job?" Because when I was unemployed, you do that stuff. I need to get the out of the house. That's how she is right now. She just wants a job to get the hell out of the house for a while. Yeah.
I mean, when you share a room with your parents, it's kind of weird.
You see what cross examination probably. Yeah. You guys have a great night. Thank you very much. Don't forget to click like, share. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. And one more time, thank you very much to Leon for the buying the super sticker. Certainly appreciate. And as always, thank you very, very much for watching. You kids have a great night.
Good night, kids.